So it's The Rise of the Phoenix, the interview. The debut EP is out now. It's called the Phoenix EP. I'm here with ICIE. And we've got to the stage of the interview where I think it's important that we talk about the tracks that you have hopefully already listened to. If you haven't, then go and get it now and have a listen. Go get it. Get it.
Go get it.
I don't want to ask you what your favorite track is because I think that's never a good thing to ask an artist because they should. You're gonna have a favorite child, but you're not supposed to tell everybody. Yeah. So break down the process of the recording for us. Tell us a little bit about how you went into the Phoenix. Could you briefly explain to me why it's called the Phoenix? So give us a bit of a breakdown about that.
Yeah, basically it's like you mentioned, you know, in the other parts of the interview. I've been doing it for like 16 years. So in those 16 years, there's been so many ups and downs, hurdles that I've had to go over, and things that have worked out then just flopped. And it was like I needed to start again. I needed to start fresh. I needed to just do something whereby it encapsulates all that, I guess, negative things that had happened, and just like, you know what, let's rise again. Let's just start again. Let's really go for it. So that's why I just called it the Phoenix, obviously with the Greek mythology and, you know, the idea of the phoenix, the animal rising from those ashes that they were burning and becoming something new. So it represents a whole new ICIE, a new me, and a new chapter.
Yeah. And is this something that you kind of felt from the beginning? You knew it was going to be this? Or did it happen over time? Did the tracks come first? Did the EP idea come first?
EP idea. I always start off with the title and the idea of what I want to do. And then when I get music from producers, I kind of sift producers from SoundCloud, from everywhere, and it's only if I hear, I can't write something and then I find it difficult. Yeah, I find it so difficult to sit with a producer and we make the beat. I can't do. I've tried it so many times. It just doesn't sit with me because I write from inside. I write from where I feel. So when I hear the track, I feel it has to have this on. And so that was the process I went through of making this. I was working with a gentleman called Assassin. From Texas. He gave me a lot of beats that kind of encapsulated what I wanted to say. It brought it out of me, and then I wrote it. And that's how I did the process. I'll hear the beat, write it, go in the studio, and I wanted to record 10 or 11 or 12 and then whittle it down to the ones that you see on there at the moment.
So we spoke earlier about your passion and love and lyric writing being your favourite part of music, or one of your most favourite parts of music. Within the EP, in terms of the subjects that you talk about, do you feel there was a lyric that resonated with you the most? So not your favourite, but one that you felt touched you the most? Because another thing that we've spoken about is how long it sometimes takes you to write lyrics. Yeah. And you said like some songs come to you, some lyrics take months. Yeah. Was there one that, if anything, would, like, you know, they do like the lyric to check? Is there one of those that kind of sums up the EP for you?
Yeah.
And what track is it on?
It's on, the track is called No Turning Back, and I guess it leads off that whole theme. And it was literally me saying, I've come this far, there's no turning back. And it's a lyric in the third verse, and it actually starts off the third verse. I'm absolute and resolute in my mind frame. I will achieve, hang the picture that my mind paints. Salvador Dali with the mic, watch me curate. Just those 3 lines for me. I know you said to pick a line, but it's not going to happen. But they really summed it up, that I've come this far and it's been so difficult to get the music out there, to make things work, to get the right team. But in my heart of hearts, we will continue to do this until we get this right. I will achieve, I will hang the picture that my mind paints, because in my mind, there is a picture that I see where the music is out there. It's connecting with people, not just, I guess, the UK, but abroad. And it's enabling me to continue to do that on bigger and bigger platforms. So that's that line there, go check for that line. You know, I'm absolute and resolute in my mind frame. I will achieve, hang the picture that my mind paints.
So make sure you check that one. That one's called No Turning Back.
No Turning Back, yeah.
Let's talk about Mariam.
Oh yes, Mariam, yes, she's featured on that track. Where? She goes to my church, so, and I like, you know, we had a group that I was in, and she was part of that circle, and so I always heard her voice, always heard her music, and I was like, this girl's really good. Like, I love her. And so I'm an avid supporter. You would think that that's my artist because I root for her, like, because I love her talent. When I see talent, when I know someone has talent, for me, there's no competition.
Yeah.
It's no, that person has talent. They need to be heard. I need to Instagram that. I need to put that on Facebook. I need to tweet that. Have you heard that? Because that person has talent.
Yeah.
So I found her. I didn't really find her, but she's been out there, and I love her talent. So anytime I'm writing, and I hear that this track needs a voice,
Yeah.
it'll either go to her or go to another girl I work with called Naomi. So I love talent, and she's an amazing singer and songwriter.
So she's on No Turning Back.
No Turning Back. Yeah.
And what other track is she on?
What else is she on? She's on No Turning Back, and you will hear. No, I think that's the only one she's on.
She's on one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a song on there called Love Lost, and that's featuring Lola Godheld, another talented singer as well. She works with Always Recording as well. So yeah, she's on there, I don't have a lot of features on the EP with actual other rappers.
Yeah.
And I think it's because whenever I come, again, it's that whole serious mindset, but
Can't do it. Serious ICIE.
but when it comes to like my stuff, like an EP or an album, when it comes to a project, I feel I have enough in my voice to articulate what I'm trying to say. And that's not to disrespect anyone, but if I was to do anything, it would be like on a mixtape or something.
Right, okay,
but when I have something, I have a theme, I have a concept, I know, it's because I know exactly what I want to say. If I feel the music needs this person on, then I'll reach out to that person and we'll make it work.
So we're going to touch on some of the tracks from the EP.
Yes.
For people that haven't heard them before, this is an opportunity for you to kind of give them an insight. I don't like describing music. That makes me a bit sad.
We talked about this, it doesn't make sense.
Describe
your EP for me.
The bass line hits hard and changes the
crescendo.
The crescendo. So we're not going to do that, but we are going to do what's important, which is not explain the music, but give people an insight to what was behind it.
Yeah.
Because people always have their own interpretations of a song. In the Zone, for me, listening to it was a good introduction to you as a rapper, as an artist, as someone who writes lyrics and flows and tunes and just basically does their job.
I do my job.
I do my job. Do you do your job?
Do you do your job?
Tell us a little bit about that, because that one has a theme, but at the same time is this is
just
me.
lyrics.
This is me spitting. So tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, it was produced by a gentleman called Timmy Productions, and he was just playing it in the studio. You met Tim, yeah. He was just playing it in the studio, and I was like, oh, it sounds deep. He goes, yeah, I produced this. I wanted to show you, and I was like, okay, like, and I write lyrics all the time, so I already had 2 verses already written, and I thought, let me try it on it, and I did it, and I was like, oh, this actually suits it. And he told me the title, and I was like, what was the title again? He said, In the Zone. I was like, yeah, because that's how I felt what the song was doing. It was me being in the zone, being in my element of, like you said, of writing, of just spitting over a beat, and in a sense showing your lyrical dexterity, just showing what have you got, you know what I'm saying? And it reminded me of those times when I am at the shows and when I am in the studio, of like I'm literally in a zone where it's like, we need to do the best we can on this beat or at this show. And it was like, let me put that on a track, and then let you experience it. And I love that it's not, I don't like beats that are clashy. I don't like, I like simple, because I will put that on there. And I really felt that track did that well. So
when you listen to tunes, because I think most rappers and artists, well, rappers mostly, have that track, that sort of, I'm just going to spit now for 3 minutes. What are the things that you would say are important when you make a track like that? What do you think you'd say, if I'm going to do this track, I need to make sure I've got this, this, and this?
I say clarity, you need clarity, obviously, but it's got to be a flow, like it's got to be, even what my hand is doing now, I don't know what it's doing, but
it's got to do that.
It's got literally, like it's got to be like water. Remember what you said about Naomi's voice? It's literally has to flow through the beat. Some people sit on a beat, some people sit under a beat. You have to be inside the beat so that, you just, and like Wretch does that all the time. Like he sits inside the beat and you have, I think, especially because it's like lyrics and the emphasis is not so much on the chorus, because the verse is just you and that beat. We don't need to be distracted
in any way.
We don't, by nothing. It's just pure lyrics. And I think then also it's got to have elements of the art form in it. from that literature, linguistic kind of aspect. So your double entendres, your alliteration, all those things have to be in it. Your metaphors, your similes, but you've only got your 16 bars or so to do it. So that's why it's such a feat, because you were able to squeeze it in there, and and really, I guess, wow the listener and give the listener something to be able to rewind. And that's always, I guess, when I wrote that actual piece, I always thought to myself, okay, would that make someone rewind? It has to make someone be like, oh, I need to hear that again. I need to hear that again.
Yeah.
So.